Hello, and welcome to 5 Minute Math. Today we are looking at the TEKS tool number line. We are focusing on fractions with a problem related to TEKS 4.3g. We will solve it in 5 minutes or less. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we've got four different number lines. We need to find the one that shows a distance that is 2.4 or 2 and 4 tenths units from zero. Now, just by looking at that, we should be able to eliminate some answers. So let's take a look at our 2 and 4 tenths. If we look at it on a place value chart, that decimal is going to separate the ones place from the decimals. And we see that our ones place is where that 2 digit is currently sitting, and then our tenths place is currently where that 4 digit is sitting. So it's going to be slightly larger than 2. It's going to end up being between, if we think about it on a number line here, 2.4 means it's going to be between 2 and 3, and that 4 means 4 tenths, right? So that means that it's going to be, if we think of this as a halfway, right? One way to really think about this is going to be 2.0 and 3.0. If we look at that, now we can relabel these as 20 tenths, because that's what 2 wholes is. It's really 20 tenths if you look at that last place value. This is 30 tenths. So what's in between 20 and 30? Well, 25 tenths, or 2.5. And so that's going to be your halfway point. So my 2.4 is going to be just kind of right before that 2.5, somewhere around there. So it needs to sit between 2 and 3. Take a look at A. A sits between 1 and 2, so the whole number is wrong. B sits between 2 and 3. All right, that's a possibility. And then C sits between 2 and 3. All right, possibility. And then D sits between 1 and 2. So I've eliminated two answer choices. So it's now between B and C. Hopefully you notice that what we have here is not necessarily tenths. Take a look. I'm going to kind of recreate what we see here for C and for B. All right, so we've got 2 and 3 for each of them. What we have are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. So I'm going to do my best to kind of break this up into fifths. And so what we have on B is this spot right here. And then on C, we've got this spot right here. Now, based on my estimate over here to the right, it looks like it's going to be a little bit less than halfway. So that B is looking better than the C. But how can we equate the two? Well, what is this fraction? Right? We can't show this as a decimal because decimals work when you have tenths or hundredths. But I can show that I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. So this is going to be 2 and 2 fifths. And then same thing here. This is going to be 2, but instead of 2 fifths, it's going to be 4 fifths. So how can we find 2.4 when I think it might be 2 and 2 fifths? Well, let's look at our 2 fifths. What we can do with our 2 fifths, we can look to see, is there a way that I can multiply 2 fifths by something to get to tenths? And you can say, well, yeah, if you multiply the 5 times 2, you would get to 10. And so generating equivalent fractions happens when you multiply the numerator and denominator by the same number, because 2 over 2, it's the same as 1 whole. So when you multiply by 2 over 2, you're multiplying by 1, and the identity property multiplication says anything times 1 is itself. So when you multiply straight across, 5 times 2 makes 10, 2 times 2 makes 4. So 4 tenths is really the same as 2 fifths, you just make it look different. So really what I did is I wanted to cut each of these fifths in half. And if we did that, you notice that my dots did not shift at all. I'm just making each of my fifths into two equal pieces. And now I can see this is 1, 2, 3, 2 and 4 tenths, or we could write that as a decimal, 2.4. So this problem had just a slightly extra challenge because they broke it up into fifths rather than tenths. But we'll see that 2 and 2 fifths is the same as 2 and 4 tenths. My answer is B.